I don't remember where we left off.
We
We're
just
gonna
left town, right?
investigate a thing that happened in the woods,
There's a merchant that needed help.
Yes.
and I ended up insulting a fish person. Also did some stuff.
Yeah, you insulted a fish person.
Very rude of you. You insulted fish person.
Good thing I wasn't there.
Yeah. Only one of us can do.
Also,
Are
I
you
just
going to be offensive to me too? What you got against fish people?
Nothing. They just taste really good.
Damn. Was not expecting that answer.
brutal honest.
Fine. Some yams. Yeah.
All right. Where'd you go? Last time that we played, I feel like it's been a couple weeks since then. The party starting off their adventure in the westernmost continent of Waitinia. They arrived in the portside town of Newport. Joining the adventurers home, they were given a task immediately to investigate the nearby woods where a distress signal was sent out by a lone merchant. We joined back up with the party today as they are beginning their investigation.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
How does a distress signal work?
Well,
Well,
we have a stone of sending for emergencies.
Yeah, you have there's sending objects are very common in this world.
Oh
so.
yeah, right.
Yeah, I have an
remember
earring of
We
that,
already
don't I?
got one,
Mm-hmm.
and I
We have
gave it away
one
immediately
use
because
only.
I'm an idiot.
3 uses.
3 uses? Oh, I only wrote 1. That's an upgrade to me.
Yep.
Alright.
You should use it to send me inside jokes.
Do not
All
use
three
it
of
for
them.
emergency. Meta jokes only.
Were we given any sort of detail? I can't recall exactly. Were we given any details on the distress?
You were not.
Oh,
You
I
were
only
just
that
told.
you-
You were told a merchant needs help off in the distance.
All right, very well.
Let's go help.
Onwards we move then, friends.
What type of terrain does this count as?
Regular terrain. It's not difficult. Not difficult or anything.
Sorry, miswording. Like, what is it like? Well, like, what type is it? Forests?
It would be a
wood?
forest.
Okay, all right.
All right, well, on.
Alright, so. Wants to.
Well,
I can lead because this is my favorite terrain. So I'll be
Then
able
why
to
are you not? We are
aware.
moving
I just-
on.
I couldn't remember what my favorite terrain was.
Alright,
Then
lead
leave.
the way.
Sometimes it happens, you know.
This is funny. Do we head to Red Lady? Do I know what is Red Lady? Can I
You can.
notice anything?
Yeah. No investigation checks are necessary. After a fair bit of traveling, we're just going to cut over to the adventure hook here, just so we don't have to waste more
Oh, boy.
time. And you see a lady injured on the side of the road.
She's that red, like she's got that much blood going on.
Oh
Just-
god.
Just to show injuries have been taken.
Oh, I fell, lady.
Yeah.
Are you
Lady, are you all right?
She will look over
You're
to you,
blocking.
and she would just be like, "Ah, are you the adventurers that I called for?"
We most certainly are.
It's like, Well, you didn't waste much time at all. Thank you for your quick assistance.
Okay.
There's a lot of
I'd like to
dice
roll-
up here.
Yeah, and could I roll insight, but with like disadvantage because I don't know how because of differences in body language?
You're gonna ask for disadvantage.
I want disadvantage. Yes, I love being
Yeah.
a fish out of water.
What are you trying to roll
Okay.
insight on?
If she's legit, if this isn't some sort of trap.
All right, go ahead and roll for it. You do see also on a 10.
Let's see.
We'll take the 10
was
for a
lower.
disadvantage. She does appear to be in extreme pain and does not have any sort of wares or anything on her.
If you could move move off her, I might be able to help her. All right, let's see if this works. Hey, 6 healing points.
All right. I forget how to do this.
So essentially, what happens is I take out my staff, which is this like gnarled piece of like driftwood that seems to be wrapped around like an orb of sparkling amethyst. Waving it over her, it's the light around her, which normally isn't very bright, intensifies into what we would perceive as daylight, but like us the players,
Mhm.
but which for our characters aren't really like that's way brighter than it ever gets, right?
Yes, that is correct.
So yeah, just that one spot on her intensifies into that kind of bright light.
Hmm. It's almost a little bit painful to look at as you stare onto this incredibly bright light that heals her wounds instantly. And she looks to you with great satisfaction, and she's just like, "Thank you, kind one. Where did you learn that kind of magic?"
From the deeps. Worry not how it came to be.
I'm gonna
Hmm.
pull out my sword and just kind of look at it disappointed because it doesn't do that.
It's like, I do have one
But
more
enough
favor.
about my magic.
It's like,
But enough about my magic. Who has done this to you?
there was a group of bandits. They made off with all of my wares and my horse. I am left with nothing.
Where did they go?
I am unaware. I did not see the direction that they traveled in.
How long? Okay, how far
Time to
away
pull
from you
some
from the
Aragorn
village?
shit.
What was that?
How far away from you?
Oh.
How far away are we from the village?
You would be a couple hours travel.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Can I turn around and look for any tracks or any signs of something being in the area?
Yes, you can.
That's
Can I
perception,
assist
right?
with
Or
that?
nature.
It will be either perception or nature, whichever
Survival?
you... Yeah. Actually, you could roll survival with this, yes.
My perception's better. Can I stick with perception?
Yep.
Cool. 26. Hey, it's a natural 20. Nice.
Oh, nice. Oh, that rolled in a odd way. You are able to notice a couple of different set of tracks. Roll investigation to see if that any of these would lead you to the culprits.
7.
With that kind of roll,
We can
you
at
would
least
not.
rule out the ones. We can rule out the ones we made, right?
Yeah, it's just like, oh, that's our tracks, and then there's some other creatures over here, but I don't know exactly what those would be for.
But we have something.
Mm-hmm.
Lady, do you know which way you saw them go? You remember that?
Man, where are your manners? What's your name, lady? So we don't keep calling you lady.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
right,
apologies. You may call me Vin.
Ven?
Yes,
Vin.
When?
Vin. With a V.
Oh, Ven. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I think
Alright then.
I think I seen them go maybe that way or that way.
That
I don't.
that
It was kind of hard for me to watch. It's like I was in a lot of pain.
Do you know which way they came from when they attacked you?
No, it was a sneak attack.
damn.
Are you in good enough shape to walk home, or do you need us to? take you back?
Yes, I suppose that'd be the next question. Which would you have us prioritize, your wares or your safety?
Well, if you would be able to locate my wares, I would be very grateful for it, as I do not currently have any possessions or money to reward you.
That is a fair stipulation.
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
It's not about the reward, obviously. I'm perfectly happy to take you back if you really felt like it.
I mean, the reward does make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
The
Does
reward
it,
makes a big difference.
Yes, I
Good.
summoned forth help
Speaking-
from adventurers. It's like, I would expect you would want to be paid.
Very well.
Speaking scientifically, we came from the right, and therefore they weren't there. So left.
But this could have happened some time ago.
Well,
but they
So-
weren't there when we were there. Right.
Oh, like they didn't run past us or anything as we made our way in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they? Did we
We
somehow
believe that they
manage to
were.
ignore a not so suspicious group of people traveling with the horse?
No, you did not see anything suspicious like that on your travels. They did not make
Gotcha.
their way
Okay,
towards the
perfect.
city proper.
Wait, can I identify horse tracks specifically out of all the other tracks?
Yes,
What was the role?
I will allow it. Go ahead and roll survival or perception, whichever you would prefer.
Okay. 20. Unnatural.
All right.
20.
Oddly enough, as you look around the surrounding area, you do not locate any horse tracks or wagon wheels that you would expect to see for a traveling merchant.
Guys, just step back with me for a second. I would like to have a word away from the ears of the lady.
Her name
Well,
is Vin. We have learned this.
Yeah, name's Ben. Come on, dude.
I
Show
have
some respect.
taken a quick look around the area, and I do not find any horse tracks or wagon tracks that would indicate she traveled through here recently, or that the bandits took it.
I was about to ask what a horse was, but there was not one in the area.
There are no tracks for any horses or wagons.
maybe
Horses
she
on
was
land
carrying
are
it.
different from seahorses.
Maybe the
But
thing
how
she
would
was
she have
carrying was just
gotten
like
here?
on her back or something.
She mentioned they stole the horse.
specifically.
And if they robbed her in this location, there would be horse tracks leading up to here.
What if they carried the horse?
What, did she
Killed
ride
the
it?
horse
then?
or
What if
killed
she
the horse
They
for
asked-
butchery?
There has to be tracks from her riding it, though. Whether or not the bandits killed the horse or stole it, she was riding it, and there are no tracks.
Good point.
It would not
She
do
lied to
to
us.
pressure her now. I think the best we can do is follow whatever leads we might have and to go from there.
Well, then our best bet would be to follow the road forward, and hope we can find some tracks for the whichever direction the bandits took off on.
Yes, I
have a
imagine
go
it's
at
very
trying
easy
to
to
find tracks because I haven't done that yet.
What was that?
I have a go at trying to find some tracks of bandits and whatnot,
Wilbin found tracks. He just couldn't identify which was which.
Mhm.
Yes, there are many tracks in the area. It is a bit muddled and difficult to identify what is what, but there are definitely no wagon or horse tracks. That I can assure you.
So,
That is troubling. But we have
alright, why? Well,
nothing else to go on. Oh, that
Yeah,
the
we're
lady
not gonna
may
get-
or may not be lying to us, I find troubling, but
It is a possibility we have to consider.
I feel like we're not gonna get very far just standing around here.
Those
Yeah,
Go
wolves
so
find
I
are-
them,
thought
we go
exactly-
see what's up, and we go kill our way out of it, presumably.
oh,
Very
it
well.
appears. Oh, he's onward. Very well, Lady
I'm
Vin. We
running.
are on our
I'm
way
going.
to deal with these bandits.
Alright, bye. See you later.
Sick. Please
I
do
would
make
Knock
recommend-
haste.
yourself again.
Then that you hide in the copse of trees.
Let's go.
God, he's
I
gonna
love-
get in a fight.
I love how the
Oh,
ranger
bygones
is just
for a second.
vibing.
Yeah, he's just ran off in the. He's just ran off in the distance. Where'd he go?
Into the
Did he go off
void!
into the grave?
Now that I've walked a bit of distance, can I roll another check? Now that I'm around that like corner.
Yeah,
tracks.
after some time passes, you're able to roll another check.
Where is that? That's perception there. Ooh, good. It's a 22.
Ooh. As you continue your investigation, you do not see any signs of struggle or anything in the local area. Somebody
who's already
CRT'd.
Heard of us.
If you want, I could cast friends on her. I could persuade her. More truthfully, but then she'd hate us.
Well, at this
I gotta
point, we've
pay it.
walked for a distance, and there are still no tracks to be found.
No signs of. I see no signs of what her attackers might have used either.
There are no signs of anything.
So where have the tracks led us actually specifically, if it's leading us anywhere that we've been following?
The tracks we are following are the tracks on the road. I cannot identify any tracks that would make themselves out to be bandits, and up till this far, there are no horse tracks, wagon tracks, or signs of a struggle. For all intents and purposes, she was never here, nor were the bandits.
Are you sure you don't want me to persuade her? She's clearly lying to us about something.
I say go for it.
I think that's our best option. I have
Either that or we go
Yeah,
traipsing off into these large sticks.
Well,
those are called
scientifically
trees.
speaking,
Alright, well,
they've
he
got
said
to be
okay, so let's
somewhere in
go.
the forest.
Okay, let's go.
What if I burned down the forest?
Nathan, do
They'd-
not
they'd
burn
be
down
in
the
it, right?
forest.
You do what to the forest?
Breath weapon.
No, but what's that word?
Oh, it's like you know when something's really hot?
Yes, it bubbles and spits at you.
Yeah, up here it just like light comes off of it and it burns it and it destroys it and it spreads.
Don't worry about that.
That
You'll
sounds
see it soon
incredibly
enough.
dangerous.
It's fun. It's really
Wait,
fun.
where are you,
Trust.
lady? Oh, yeah. You're standing
You're
there.
on her.
Mm-hmm. You've done that several
Alright.
times too. You just occupy the same space.
How? How
Alright,
high is this
so-
cliff behind her?
I would say that is about a 15-20 foot cliff face.
Jesus,
So if
I'm
I
gonna
were
get
to s-
away from the.
If I were to stand on top of that, would I have like a better view of the forest?
Yes, you would.
Alright. I will be back. I'm not
Don't
going to
do
put the
that.
word out. I'm just going to do this. Metagaming.
Is there
What?
like an athletics check you have to make?
Yeah, athletics,
I'll do
acrobat,
that. I'll do that.
athletics.
Oh, there's a wall there. Okay. Climb the wall.
Yeah, it's like a cliff.
Acrobatics or athletics?
I
I'll go
will
with
allow either.
Okay. I got a 13.
13. All right. This cliff face isn't incredibly sheer or anything, and there's some rocks to give you a good handhold, so It's a little bit of a struggle, but you are eventually able to get over to the top of this wall. Go ahead
And
and
then-
roll perception.
Thank you. 15.
All right. What exactly are you going to try to be investigating?
I'm going to look for any signs of life, because obviously I can't find any tracks. So any signs that there's life in this forest, like people or something that she might have done. Anything that can give me a clue to go search the area for the bandits.
All right. Roll investigation right quick.
18. Getting good rolls. Tap on wood.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Well,
You notice a goblin hiding in the tree next to you.
Do I notice it first?
It appears to be looking in your direction, but it does not make any moves.
so it might not have noticed that you clocked it.
Yes, it does not appear that this goblin knows that you are aware of its location. It's just kind of ready.
Okay, this is not Eberron. I'm assuming it's not Eberron where goblins can be friendly. Am I wrong for that? I haven't looked at the lore pages.
Some goblins could be
The-
friendly.
Oh,
I
shit,
would assume
okay.
if it's sitting here in this specific place, it's probably doesn't mean.
Well-
We don't know that goblin is there. We're gonna do our own thing until he resolves
I am
that.
going to shout down to the rest of the party.
All right, before
There's a
that
goblin
happens,
up there. Okay.
before that happens, what are the three of you doing at the bottom?
I'm going to cast friends on. Vin, was it?
Yes.
I want
Alright.
to move away a bit just to make sure that she doesn't actually notice what I'm doing. Because
As we're coming up.
in this tree.
Well, as you're coming up, try and make it inconspicuous because you only got a minute for your checks to have advantage.
Yeah. So I want to cast it on this, on her, and now let's go. Excuse me, Vin.
It's just like,
I was
yes.
I was talking to my friends, and I noticed that there's basically no evidence to back up what you said. So, can you tell me what's actually going on before we all beat the crap out of you?
I mean, I guess intimidation
Yeah,
is a charisma check.
I'll be here.
Yeah, go ahead, roll that intimidation check for me, if that is what you're trying to do.
Am I able
It'd
to
be with
assist an
advantage.
intimidation check?
Yeah, I'll
He's
allow the
already got
advantage.
advantage. He already has advantage. 'cause
Yeah,
of
so-
friends.
Yeah.
Double advantage.
1 and
All right.
16's not bad.
With that, you will see a bit of a smile come across her face as Wilbin then shouts from the cliff face, "Hey, what do you shout?"
We have a problem. Goblins. And then, if I can, knock an arrow and shoot.
Shoot
No?
this
Too
goblin?
much?
Yeah,
I
I'll allow.
want to blast it in between the eyes.
I will allow for a surprise action. Yes, that is a thing that you will be able to do. So go
Okay,
ahead
sweet.
and
But
roll
I also
that
shout,
check.
like, we have goblins here. Like, we have a problem. To the
Mhm.
guys. I'm not going to shout that. That would be good.
What was that?
I'm not going to, like, shout over Discord. That would be awkward.
Yeah.
24 to hit.
24 is able to hit. Go ahead and actually your damage should
Love
already
the
be rolled.
music.
Yep. Thank you.
very nice.
Doom.
Let's go ahead
12 damage.
initiate combat.
Oh God.
I don't remember if we had this
That's
mod
not
at the beginning, but actually they changed that, so you just click the button. Why are you rolling so many die? Oh, the initiatives. Never mind.
Yes.
Initiative, right? Yes.
Why am I getting such good rolls? That was a natural 20. I guess
You
that
gotta stop
explains my
using them
surprise
now.
round.
The die
I mean,
wants
it
this
kind
to
of
work for you.
explains the surprise round that I got.
Oh yeah. Ah. Oh.
That's a lot of goblins.
Oh, that's a bugbear.
That's a lot of
A lot of
goblins.
goblins. And I am very squishy. I don't know if I'm going to survive this, but okay.
And I am alone.
So,
Good
First.
luck. Good luck, Wilbur.
Oh my god.
where did the damage roll go? There it is. 6.
It was 12
what?
damage.
12 points of damage. All right,
12 points
immediately
against
exiling this one goblin. So, combat begin.
Exiling.
Where did this goblin go? This gobby has become dead.
Bro.
At the top of the round, you see a total of 6 more goblins run out of the woods towards your location. Wilbin, you have the top of the initiative. What would you like to do? And
I'm going to shout. Yeah.
I will also tell you that if you were to jump off of this cliff, I would not enforce you to take any sort of fall damage, as you are an experienced climber at this point.
Okay, cool. I'm going to Legolas some shit now. All right. I'm going to shout. Lots of goblins. I need help. And then at the goblin nearest to me on the right, I'm going to take a shot right before rolling off the cliff like superhero style. Legolas style.
All right.
So that's 25 to hit.
25 hits. Which goblin? Also, do I still have this? If you hold down the X key, you can hop up a little cursor that I'll be able to see, and if you click, you can ping, so you can tell me which gobby you're attacking.
Okay, that's the gobby I just hit for 5 damage.
For 5 points of damage. Got it. I don't know why the module's not working properly, but normally I'm able to automatically do damage rolls. Are you hitting the roll
You need to,
damages
like-
button?
I am not. Should I be?
Yeah, we'll try that next time.
Okay.
Also,
The one
I
that
think
pops
you need
up
to
later.
target one of them, like with this tool.
Wait, what
No.
tool is that?
No?
That's a target tool that is in your character options, but all that does is give a little indicator. It doesn't really do all that much. And then you said you're hopping down the cliff, correct?
Yeah, I am then going to jump. I want to try and land next to Nathan. But it doesn't matter. I don't want to take damage if I don't need to, so it doesn't matter where I land.
All right. You can put your character wherever you would be at. You have enough movement for that.
Next to me, I can protect you.
Alright, then I can't see above the cliff, so I have enough movement. I'm just going to walk over here and then tell guys, there are 7, maybe 20 goblins coming down from the cliff.
7,
Maybe
maybe
20.
20. Who knows?
Big range, dude.
I've killed one and injured another. Good luck. And that will end my turn. Wait, I don't have any spells yet. I'm level 1.
Yep. Go ahead and hit the next turn button in the combat tracker. And I do not know why the goblins have to
that's a
remain
thing.
invisible.
That's a lot of goblins. Oh god, my AC is shit, isn't it?
I don't need it, my AC.
That goblin could be removed. Oopsies. This goblin could be removed from combat. Alright. So, this goblin is going to jump down. Then this goblin is going to jump down. This goblin is going to jump down. Belavos, it is your turn.
Alright. I'm really glad they jumped down. I thought they were going to ping us with arrows from top of the cliffs. Go here. And
Yeah,
I'm
that
going
would've been
to Eldritch Blast that guy.
Alright, go ahead, roll. All right.
13
This
to
one-
hit for 1 damage. Goddamn.
This one I'm able to automatically deduct it. How are you rolling, Wilbin?
I'm rolling from D&D Beyond.
Ah, that might be the difference. All
Okay,
right.
I'll roll from like the character sheet in game.
Yeah, we'll try
The
that
hotbar
out.
is pretty useful for that.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, yeah.
Anything else Belivos would like to do on his turn?
I'm gonna move away from. Well, no, I shouldn't move away from this lady if she turns out to be a combatant, huh? So yeah, I'm gonna just stay over
No,
here,
you
get
should.
some distance from the goblins.
Metagaming, you maybe should move away from her.
Yeah, but
didn't-
if I move away, that's an attack of opportunity.
True.
Well, I mean, your
Just like-
character
But that-
thinks that this is a merchant, so
Yeah.
they wouldn't move away.
That is
That's
also
right, that's
assuming
right,
that
you're
she
right.
is hostile towards you.
I mean, we know she's lying to us, right? So,
Look, she
Maybe
freaking
that
smiled
missed to
when
assume
these
that she's
goblins
probably-
popped out. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're right. I have no reason to like automatically assume that this is something different, so I'm gonna move. Can I move like down to the cliff over here to get like some cover?
Yeah, you'd be able
Like
to do
here?
that.
Trying to just get here exactly, but the walls are making it a little tricky.
Yeah, you have plenty of movement to be able to do that.
All right, I've gotten to there.
All right. Go ahead and end your turn whenever you're ready.
Oh, that's right. Gotta remember the combat tracker.
Cranen.
that's right. It's my turn now. All right. So, I cannot move. Ba-ba-da-da. I would like to cast. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Good. I'll cast Sonant Whispers on the lady.
All right. Also, I will
On
need
the
you
lady?
to move off of her token space.
Not
I need.
on her token space.
Put off her death.
You're
Yeah.
standing on her.
Yeah, on my view, you're on both of my views. You're standing on her token.
She's right there under you.
Okay, what is happening now? You move.
Right, but you need to
Yeah.
move. Yeah.
I need you to move off of her space.
I don't know what's happening. I can't move.
Select yourself.
I mean, I'm doing that.
Arrow keys aren't
I'm
working.
pressing. It's not working.
How about clicking and dragging? There you go.
I moved him there.
What?
Wait, hold on. Oh, there's a breath weapon there.
Is that what's causing the issue?
Okay, I'm gonna restart this because clearly something weird is happening.
Yeah. Why is there a breath weapon there?
It's not mine.
Nathan got bored, so he decided to breath attack the party and the merchant.
True. Very impatient.
He's like, hey, Belivos, this is what you call fire. Blast.
Yep. You want to see some fire?
Oh, how's about the weather? Yep, there we go. Ah, yeah, there we go. That's much better. All right. And I can't hear any music now. Is the music still on?
Yes.
Yeah, give it a second. It'll start back up. Sometimes it has a delay to it.
Well, I guess on you. How do I?
You cut out for me.
Okay,
What was
how do I
that?
target people again? How do I target
Hold-
people?
Hold down the X button and then left click, and that'll show me the target. And you are targeting Vin.
Bin. Quotation marks.
All right. Then she is going to have to make that wisdom saving throw. Ooh, that doesn't look good for her. All right.
It's not.
I wonder what happens if I hit this button. Minus. Ah, damn. I was hoping it would do something cool. Oh well. As
What was that
she
button?
takes. Well, I was just hoping something else would happen. As she takes 11 points of psychic damage, you see her clutch her face with her hands as she looks to be in an extreme amount of pain. Right before she begins to grow in size and her transformation resets. Back into
Oh, that's
a
a
bugbear
little
chieftain.
Big dude.
As he's just kind of
That's
sitting there and he's just like,
Big old bugbear.
"Oh, brain pain.
They're large.
Oh, wow.
Very
Oh, he's
large
got to
boy.
run 30 feet.
He's a big boy.
Brain pain.
Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract that
Oh, shit.
and just give back that because that for some reason worked better in my brain. And as he failed his save, then he's going to run here, then go. He's gonna go there. So, ah!
Oh my god.
I'll take an attack of opportunity since he's moving under his own power and isn't being like physically
Yep.
pushed like by a thunder wave or whatever, right?
Correct. Ah!
I also get one, yeah.
Yes, anybody who was in melee range of him for a moment gets an attack of opportunity. So I do believe that would be all three of you.
Like,
Everyone except for Wilbin
Yeah,
should
I-
be able to. 18 is able to hit.
Oh, wow.
9 is unable to hit.
I figured. Still. Wimpy noodle on.
Why did you roll a d20?
I don't know.
Is that
Was that supposed to be your attack
you're
roll?
not sure what?
I literally do not. Is that my attack roll? I don't know. Is it?
It could be. I mean, you have like a dagger or something on you, right? Everyone has like some weird weaponry they get for starting.
Yeah, he has 2 daggers.
I have a rod out. I have my rod out if I can attack with that.
What kind of rod is it?
That's like
Huh.
spellcasting focus. Rod.
I will allow it as a improv weapon, so we'll take the basic 18, which does hit, so go ahead and roll a d4 for damage. Oopsies.
Yeah. That 4 damage is gonna be difference.
Alright.
One
One
point of
damage.
damage.
The
gonna
damage
knock-
counts. So,
Every point counts.
I will let you know that, as you have discovered, this is a bugbear chieftain. You do have a few scannable things that have been deleted from the token. What? Hold on.
Hell yeah.
You have. Does he still have this? I want to double check. Alright, actually, there is no skinnable traits for this creature. I forgot I removed them all. But you are able to learn meta information as you will as a bonus action. Is there
Bonus
anything you will. Bonus action?
I suppose I might as well. So, let me imagine what I want to learn. I'd like to learn his hit points, I suppose.
Alright.
Always good.
The Bugbear Chieftain has 65 hit points total, 47 remain.
Oh, God.
It's a lot.
Alright,
And I've noticed he's got like a direct line to me.
Oh, don't
I'll
worry.
just
I'll get in the way.
move out.
But there's also the Goblinos.
What's the nearest
Don't worry.
cover?
I'm
Actually,
gonna deal with them as well.
Ah, okay.
I've got a plan.
yeah.
Also, be sure to use the measurement tool to make sure that you're moving within your proper range.
How do I do that? What's the tool?
It's the
Indeed.
little ruler.
Yep. In your token controls, it's the third option. It's a small little ruler. Oop, that's a line.
Breath
On the-
line, yeah.
Yeah. On the left side,
The
do you see
little-
the little person icon?
Christ.
Click on the person, and then it should bring up a second little sheet, and then you should see a ruler. But I guess that works too.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's your breath weapon that somehow appeared.
I think so. How do I get rid of the breath weapon?
Click to stop and press delete on your keyboard.
If you see the little square boxes, you can delete them.
I'd have to click on
Let me
Dude.
delete them.
in order to see them.
I'll take care of it.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
And now my turn's over, finally.
Also, I'll leave Foundry running after the game, so if you guys want to play around with it for a little while and learn some stuff, you're allowed to. All right.
Oh, but I'll forget it by next time.
This, which goblin is this? Uh-oh, I lost this guy. This goblin. All right. Is going to take a flying leap and go landing over here. Then,
That was a hell of a noise.
thank you. This goblin is also going, wee. Nathan, it is your turn.
Hell yeah. Alright. We about to fuck some shit up. Let me measure something real quick.
Beep.
Okay. That's too bad. Okay. I'm a breath weapon. It's not letting me breath weapon.
They're head banging.
I'm just gonna put down one of these.
It's not letting you breath weapon? Oh, that is because
Yeah,
you
it's
used
like-
your breath weapon earlier.
I spammed it.
I'm going to go ahead and give your character a long rest as you have not used any of your abilities. You can now use your breath weapon again.
Let me get rid of this. I'm a breath weapon. I don't know how to rotate this.
Mouse wheel. Or after you set it down, if you go into the measurement controls, then you should be able to grab the little dot at the end of the beam and then change it. There you go. All right. Hits both of these gobbies. They will make their dexterity saving throw. The bottom goblin is able to make it. The top one is going to take full damage. So he's going to take... yeah, the top takes that. And then this one takes... Where's the half damage? This one. All right. And the top goblin actually does go down. Surprisingly.
Hell yeah.
Killing one of the gobbies.
Hooray, I pinged him for one.
I'm not surprised. Did they stay on fire? Is that a thing?
They are in the tree is the only thing I would give.
Let me look at your breath weapon
They are in
right
the
quick.
tree.
Unfortunately, no, it does not say anything about being able to catch stuff on fire.
Damn. Okay.
Anything else on your turn?
I'm trying to move my man.
Is it not,
Oh,
is it not letting you
oh
move?
there's a wall.
Ah,
Yeah, the walls are a little tricky sometimes.
where are you trying to move to?
This whole thing is a wall.
Like
Mm-hmm.
that. Oh my god.
You can hold.
Moving there
There you go.
and then there.
Do you have a movement
And I
for that?
will. Yeah, it's 30,
Oh, yeah, you do.
30 feet.
Perfect.
And then I will point my sword menacingly at Ven. And say, "You're next."
The bugbear
Yeah.
just kind of looked to you. Go. "Rrrr."
You have your
Uh,
bonus action
bring
to
it
learn meta information.
bonus
Like
action,
armor
real quick,
classes.
if you would like to do
Oh,
anything.
true. What meta information can I learn about this?
Armor
server?
class and any attributes such as like strength, dexterity, stuff like that.
I'm going armor class.
Armor class is 12.
Whoa,
Nice.
loser.
Oh, really?
I feel
He's
bad
fucked.
because I totally missed on a 12. I only got +2 though, so whatever.
Wait, did you miss on a 12?
It's my armor class.
No. I missed someone who had an AC of 12.
Oh, I had a moment where I'm just like, I remember this character having an AC of 15, so I'm like, did I misrule that? Okay, good. Yeah, his armor class is 12. And go ahead and end your turn.
Oh
Nathan.
yeah. How do I do that? Oh, right
There you go.
The button that says end turn. That makes sense.
As you turn over to Vin, and you're just like, you're next, he looks back to you and he's like, you're right, and moves over to you.
Try it, bitch.
I think he will. I
Can't
think he
handle
will
it.
try it.
I'm so confused as to why the token of the bugbear has a different stat block than the bugbear in my sidebar. So he's going to double checking. Yes, he's going to strike you with his Morning Star.
Will he though?
He will not.
He will
Luckily he has multi attack, so he's able to attack twice.
Oh, that's not gonna work either.
Luckily for you, he has a shit attack stat apparently. All right,
Look at this guy.
that ends his turn.
Can I say something at the end of his turn?
Sure, you may.
Is that the best you can do? And I'm gonna glare at him.
He will hop at you.
once
This
again,
goblin-
menacingly.
At the end of this round, this goblin will
There's
jump down.
another goblin.
Yes. And actually, he is in range of Kree. Or, Cranon. So he is going to attack. Gobby attack.
Hey.
Scimitar. 23 for 7 points of damage. This goblin is very upset that he is not the goblin chief, apparently.
Yay.
Top of the round, Wilbin.
Is
If
this
you guys can
little
handle-
rock?
If you guys can handle the little boys, I got I got the big boy locked down.
I was gonna witch bolt the big boy
He
too,
can't,
but who
yeah.
knows?
Is this little rock wall small enough that I can just like hop down?
Yes, it is only like a 5-foot drop. Not be able to move your
Okay.
token if you want me to.
I can. I'm trying to figure out where. I'm gonna move myself there. Oh wait, how do I? Oh, I need
Ping
to
it.
undo that.
I didn't see any movement, so go ahead.
Oh,
There you
I'm combining with a wall.
I'll
I
pop
wanna
you down.
move to
That's
there. Oh,
That'll,
thanks.
yep, that'll take 5 feet of movement also.
I should be good because I have 35 feet of movement. Just double
Yep.
check.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
you have
good.
plenty of movement.
Alright, then I'm going to pop an arrow back at this little guy over there.
Roll to hit.
Uh, 14 to attack and 12 damage.
That
Max
hits.
damage, nice.
Maybe we should have hit the guy that's killing the sorcerer.
Yeah, I would appreciate that.
It's fine. This
I
goblin.
thought about that, but I don't want to hit him if I roll badly.
Ah, makes sense.
Yeah.
A thing that could happen?
Meta to Cranon
Sometimes.
gets moved before
Alright, I
that
should probably
goblin.
change my health.
I don't use crit
Otherwise-
fumble tables like that.
Cranon will get like a arrow to the back of his skull, and all of a sudden, Cranon's no more.
I don't use crit
Uh,
fumbles like that. Critical hit or critical miss is already punishing enough.
Oh, okay. At least that's good to know. That's I think everything I can do. Is there any meta information for this bugbear?
You can learn his
What do we know?
attributes,
AC?
but you already know his AC and his HP, so it is up to you on if you would like to learn anything else.
Let's learn his. What do you guys spellcasters? Let's learn his wisdom. Attribute.
What does witch bolt do?
His wisdom score is 12. He looks to you and he's like, "What witch bolt?" That doesn't actually happen, by the way.
Alright,
Oh yeah,
then,
that's about right.
that's it.
That is it. All right. That Gabi is dead. So we will go over to this Gabi, who is going to make his way down
Down.
here and attack Belavos.
Oh, my goodness.
Here's open.
These
That's gonna hit for
goblins
6.
are really strong, apparently.
These guys are way stronger than the actual leader. This is ridiculous.
I
Unfortunate for his
apologize
leader.
for not killing him.
All right, I'm at 14.
Oof. It is now your turn,
Knowing I
Belavos.
couldn't.
Belavos, it is
Alright.
your turn. All right.
Yeah, I'm thinking because
All right.
everything's at disadvantage now since he's in melee, right? since I only have mostly ranged stuff.
Yeah.
This might be a turn where none of the spellcasters do anything. I'm gonna go ahead and disengage. And then... yeah, move to here.
All right.
30 feet.
You prep yourself up so that the goblin is not able to get a sneaky little attack in on you and make your way back over to Wilbin. Is there anything else that you would be willing to do this turn as a bonus action?
Let's look at his dex saving throw. Or dex, however it is.
The bugbear's dexterity is 14. He has a +2 to saving throws.
Gotcha. Alright, perfect.
Is that end your turn?
Yes. Oh, gotta click end turn.
Yep.
Gotta click end turn.
Cranen.
Yeah, it's me. Alright, now first off, I want to try and push this guy away from me with a bonus action.
Alright, you could do it. Is shove a bonus action or an action, actually?
With my telekinesis.
Ooh.
My mind.
You have that.
Yeah, I do. Very inhuman, baby. Alright, sorry, press X and I click on this guy. Alright. Yes, now I push him away from me.
That is a really cool ability to get at level 1. Alright, he says... He's now 5 feet away from you.
Hey, you get to do something.
Yeah, I do. Just move away again.
Yeah, let's just huddle by the ranger.
We're just gonna refer
If
to
we
him as the
huddle by the
Witcher.
fighter, it's too close.
Okay, let's go see distances.
Woodman just looks around and sees these two spellcasters carrying behind him. Like, guys, I'm not the fighter here.
Do you want us to be near the fighter? I point to the large raging bugbear.
Okay, how have I measured this? Oh my god, it's painful. Okay. If I can move like
If you
here.
hold control while measuring distance, that's a line.
Yeah.
You can go, like, next to Belivos.
On the left side of the screen, you see the little person icon above the measurement controls. It's the token controls. Alright.
Right, there it is. That's the ruler. I see it now. Okay, well, this sort of works.
It works, it measures. We'll delete that.
And I wanna... What do I wanna do? I wanna try and... Still have advantage on charisma saving throws, right? Friends hasn't worn off yet, I don't think.
Nope. Only like 10 seconds have gone by.
Wouldn't it wear off if we hit him?
Actually,
think
let me
so.
double check. Let me scroll up. I gotta move this to be able to read.
Okay, yeah, it does, because it says hostile towards me. Damn it.
Yeah, it's now hostile.
Yeah, alright. Well, I wanna yell out to everyone else. Do any of you guys have any spells that would be aided by me debilitating them?
What the fuck does Witch Bolt use?
Witch Bolt, isn't that really bad?
I should know this with how many times it's being used.
Oh no, I just gotta make a ranged spell attack. I'm good.
Yeah. It's like,
Alright, no one? Alright, I'll just cast Fireball then.
alright.
We should probably take out the goblins that are about to start swarming on us.
Are you able to hit?
Yeah,
like,
well, I didn't target anyone.
are you able to hit this boy and this boy with a fireball?
Firebolt.
With a
You don't have
fireball,
fireball
probably,
yet.
but that's
Oh,
a level
fireball.
3 spell.
Okay, never
Well,
mind.
I'll target the one that's here. This one.
Alright. 15 is more than enough to be able to hit, so you are able to down this goblin. You just blasted the face with fire, just sending it backwards. Like, "Blah!" Alright.
See,
Okay.
this is what fire is.
That boy just got hit with like tons of fire.
A lot of fire. A moat of fire, if you will.
First had fire breath on him. And then...
If that ends your
Okay,
turn,
that's
go
fine.
ahead and... There you go. All right. This guy... Oop. There we go. This Gabi is going to make his way over to the War Chief's side to assist. And he's going to do himself a scimitar strike for a 10. That misses. Good to know that our fighter is just like super dexterous.
He's doing
No,
exactly what he needs to
we're
do.
I've
like
got a
chainmail.
shield. I've got chainmail and a shield.
No,
Oh
just
my
nothing's hitting you, which is funny.
Yeah.
Or stuff is hitting him and it's clanging off the
My-
metal.
My AC is also 19, so
Oh my
Great.
god.
You pick up the defense
Oh, that's
fighting
good.
style.
This goblin makes it over here.
I
Does not
did.
do anything this
I-
turn.
I changed it from protection, but I might
Actually, no,
change
it's
it
gonna
back.
dash. The goblin dashes. It gets over to you. It is not able to do anything this turn.
Try it.
Nathan,
coward.
it is your turn.
I'm a hit big boy.
That hits. 5 points of damage to Big Boy.
It's completely unfazed by the goblins surrounding him.
It's just like, yeah,
The
they're
line.
small
You can't
fries.
hit me. And then I'm just gonna say, yeah, try it, cowards.
You gain the taunted condition, even though it's not a thing in this fight.
Good.
You just see the goblins just sitting there. "Gah, rah, rah." All right,
Big boy's turn to hit.
end your turn.
Mother was a hamster. Your mother smelled of elderberries.
Is
Your
that a Harry
father
Potter
was a
reference?
It's
Monty
a
Python.
Monty
Oh.
Python.
Yeah.
Monty
Go
Python,
away, or
Holy
I shall
Grail.
come to you a second time.
There's a bit of
That is a
scratch.
miss. Does a 16 hit you? No, it does not, does it?
No.
19.
He's just standing there, not even raising his shield as the attacks just fly off of his body.
This bugbear just like enraged, just like violently flailing at you. But he's so large that all the attacks are going above your head, and you're just sitting there kind of like bobbing and weaving a little bit. This Gabi is going to try to make his way down to the party. Is actually is able to make it. And he is going to attack at the ranger, who seems to be downing a lot of goblins.
I hate
Scimitar.
goblins.
14.
Does not hit.
All right, you're able to
Let's
successfully
go.
dodge this Gabi. Top of the round, Wilbin.
Really good thing this guy did not hit me.
I can't shoot an arrow at the big boy, so
We should be taking out these little goblins for sure.
yeah. Yeah, I was gonna, if I can, just smack him with a short sword. I have one of my short swords equipped, like on my
Alright.
belt.
That's fine.
Yeah, just smack this boy with the short sword. Where's
You
the
rolled
short
it.
sword? There it is.
That
oh,
is,
that'll kill.
yeah. You like decapitate this goblin as it just gets within your range. Just
Better luck next time. And then I can't really. I don't have any spells or anything yet, so I'm then just going to stay where I am, and yeah, I'm just gonna end the turn. Where's the bug?
Alright.
There it is.
that
Y'all
goblin
can
is
just
now
chill.
dead.
I can handle these guys. They can't do much.
Belavos. The
So
two
you-
remaining goblins
yeah,
are
I'm-
surrounding Nathan, who is soloing the bugbear.
You know what? Let's just make it easier. I am going to start picking off these little goblin buddies. This one specifically.
That
Just
would be
Eldritch Blast.
appreciated.
Hey, 10.
Dead.
Let's go.
All right, 10 is not able to hit. Right? No, sorry, I read that wrong. I was
17
thinking about
hits,
something
10
else.
damage.
Yes.
Better than the one I rolled last.
This goblin gets pegged in the back by an eldritch blast, sending it sprawling on the ground as it falls over dead.
I don't even look.
You just hear the sounds of like a...
I'm eye contact with the bugbear. I'm unfazed.
All right. Oh, right. End turn.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're not near the fighting anymore, so we don't really need healing yet. All right. Yeah. Pass.
All right.
I like 45 feet. I really want to cast a spell, but I only have one spell slot left.
I've only got
Which
one
is
spell slot. Period.
Wait, you guys have spell
Hey.
slots?
That's what you get with primary spellcasters at first level.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
First
going
level's rough.
Yeah.
to
Oh, yeah.
move
Which is why we
forward.
do double HP, double max HP.
Gonna dip within like 30 feet. I'm gonna. He's next to Nathan, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna. That's not gonna work. Well, it might work. I'll shove them just away from Nathan, just to. Why not?
Bugbear mixed strength save. Bugbear fail. Boom.
Oh, I missed. Right, so you get an attack of opportunity, do you?
No, he's still
No,
within
not with
his.
shove.
I didn't.
And
he-
still within the threat range.
Yeah, he's still within the melee range, and shove does not trigger. Unfortunately.
I didn't have anything else to
I
do.
can though get
The
between
reason
you
Dissonant
guys and
Whispers
Bugbear
does-
now.
The reason Dissonant Whispers does is because the creature uses its own movement to get away.
Yeah.
Oh, lame. Lame. I'll just cast Fireball on the guy.
Woo!
Oh,
Oh.
let's
That's
go.
a lot of
Yeah,
damage.
yeah.
hmm The party gains a vulnerability stack. Would you like to use it on this attack, or would you like to save it for another attack?
Bro, use it on.
Can I give it to Nathan? He seems to be doing.
It's a party-wide
So I guess
effect.
that we would save it. Yeah, so we would save it until someone
Well,
wants it.
sure, yeah.
So the way that vulnerability stacks is whenever you roll a critical hit, you are able to save the critical damage for something else or use it in the moment. So you could either take the 8 or the 8 plus 5 now, or you could give a free critical hit to somebody else. It is up to you on which you think would do more damage.
So if he doesn't take it, it's just going to
I'll
be the 8
save it.
damage, right?
Yeah, it would just be the basic
Okay,
8 damage.
I mean,
Well,
8's a
5
good
damage
hit.
is not
So.
much.
What's that?
Always give it out later. I'll save it.
All right, so he takes 8 points of damage then.
Can you dish it out before or after the attack roll?
Before the attack roll is rolled.
Okay.
You have to tell me you're using the vulnerability stack, and I forgot to bring the token up, so we're just going to use this default token for now to show the vulnerability stack. Let's go ahead and make it. Oopsies. We make it blue. That's your vulnerability stack, just so you have a visual on it. And then we will go
I'll
ahead.
just move out of the way again. I didn't move very far, so let's do that.
On the corpse of the dead goblin.
Behind you. Behind Mr. Ranger here. No armor and I don't, so, you know. That makes sense.
The last living goblin.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Goblin's turn. Got it. Gabi going to attack Nathan.
Gonna waste his turn.
Gabi does nothing. Nathan, it is your turn.
Goblin's not depressed and runs away.
I'm gonna shifty shift there, just so that I'm, between the goblins and my party. And then hit the big boy.
All right, 14 is enough to hit. He takes 11 points of damage. Anything
I
else?
think max I can do is 12, so I'm not gonna use the.
You have to state the vulnerability stack before the attack roll is made. It does not waste it on a fail.
I'm just saying that to everybody else,
Ah,
because I feel
okay.
like
Gotcha,
other people
gotcha.
can do a higher damage in one turn than I can.
Yeah.
But
Anything else?
Oh yeah, and
Hmm?
oh, there we go.
All right, at the start of Vin's
Let's
turn,
see what you can do then.
he will stand up fully straight, look to you, and just kind of utter in a hearty little chuckle. And he's like, I am thoroughly impressed. Pause for a
And I am
second,
waiting for you to hurt me.
and he's going to do himself an attack roll. Uh, hold on. He's going to attack you twice.
He's going to.
Wow! The same
laugh.
rolls.
I'm gonna laugh out loud as he tries to attack me.
LOL.
You see him start to chuckle as well. It seems that he is enjoying this fight.
Oh hell yeah! Okay, I'm into that. Ben and I are boys. I'm gonna kill him. but
Not
we're
gonna be
boys.
enjoying it very long. He's not making out of this alive.
Oh no.
Wilbin, top of
Can
the
we, like,
round.
keep the goblin alive to interrogate whether or not there is an actual merchant.
I was thinking about doing like just keeping this little guy alive. Emotional trauma. I could take if I roll well. I have my bow does 1d8 plus 4 damage. How much health does this guy have? Is that meta information I can have?
You already
'Cause we
scanned
already
for it.
did
He
that
has 23 HP remaining.
I'm also gonna witch bolt him, which is a D12. So if you want to do that, go ahead.
I
Jesus.
mean, you can use the stack for your attack. Then whenever you get, we'll kill him. So then I'm just going to shoot an arrow at this guy's like right in the center of his forehead.
All right, go ahead and make that attack roll.
21 to hit. Oh wait, wrong place. I didn't do it in game. I did it.
It's fine.
Oh, just
I'll do
click
that.
roll damages on the bottom there. That's fine.
10 damage.
10 points of damage to the bugbear.
I got a good chance of killing him now if I make the hit.
You see him kind of
Could
like
make a
clutch
hit.
himself. It's like he drops it out his weapon down to his side and he like clutches at his heart and he starts breathing heavily. Well-
I'm going to. Can I shout to him? I am not impressed. And then in Goblin, can I shout? You're fucked.
Yes, you can do. Do you speak Goblin?
I do.
Oh
I do in
yes.
fact speak Goblin.
Yes.
Like I mentioned, I hate goblins. So
Ah,
He hates goblins
You
so
learned
much, he
their
learned their language.
he will look
Yes.
to you as you shout that out with like a smile on his face, and he kind of chuckles to himself one more time.
and then that's everything I could do.
Bellavos.
I'll move to here. I will use the vulnerability stack and witch bolt the bugbear.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
All right, and
16
then just roll
hits.
another d12.
Yep. Wait, hold on.
Just enough damage.
On each of your turns.
There's a click to roll crit damage here on the options here. So,
Wait, hold on. Why are you rolling crit damage?
Because I've used the vulnerability stack.
Oh, I didn't hear you use that.
I
Oh.
declared that before.
Sorry, the vulnerability stack doubles the damage. It does not re-roll.
Oh, don't.
If
oh,
I-
it isn't.
I'm
reroll?
sorry about
I mean,
Four
either
damage.
way, you
Yeah.
kill him.
Well, it does
No,
4
we
points of
did-
damage instead of the 14. I might have misspoke earlier, but it doubles the damage dealt. So he is at 9 hit
Gotcha.
points. My bad.
Gotcha. But yeah, I also want to be clear when I shoot out the lightning bolt from the amethyst on my staff. You know how sunlight spear looks like in Dark Souls, where it's like that yellowy looking kind of lightning.
Yeah.
It looks like that.
Ooh. That looks cool.
That's a
It
vibe.
does. I always love the look of sunlight spear.
The bugbear chieftain will kind of like hold up his hand as if he's almost trying to ask to halt the fight. Crane, and it is your turn.
Damn, just when I was getting respect for him too.
What if this was a test that he wants to see if we're worthy?
Well, I'm
I got stabbed, so I'm not feeling very charitable at the moment.
gonna ask. Well, I can't speak Goblin. Does he speak Common?
I mean, he's been
Yes.
speaking to us.
He speaks a broken form of
Yeah.
common.
Oh,
Stroke.
Common.
Oh yeah, I've been stabbed. Not feeling charitable.
I'm gonna ask this guy what his
Fair.
deal is.
He is still being electrocuted, by the way. Witch Bolt stays.
Yeah, he just like has
Oh,
this
shit.
crackling energy on him, and you ask him what his deal is. He replies, he is just like looking for, and that's all he's able to get out through this, as he is slowly dying and struggling to cling to life.
Guys, do you think you could stop witchbolting him now? I kind of want to figure out what this guy is trying to tell me.
Witch bolt is concentration; it can be dropped at any time.
Yeah.
You could drop concentration on this guy.
That's not my turn, I mean.
You can drop concentration outside of your turn.
Fine, I'm just mad because I wasted a spell slot there.
Don't worry about it.
But then, yeah, alright, I'll drop it.
Alright, he is no
Hey.
longer witch bolted.
Alright, well, firebolt. I think I firebolt that one goblin just because I'm clearly talking to this guy, so. Redundant now.
Fuck that goblin in particular.
Yeah, get out of there.
14, it hits. This goblin takes 1 point of damage, as in just kind of.
Oh, come on.
It takes 1 point of damage. Like, you hit it in the side of the face, it's like, ah! And it looks to you with like an inquisitive look, just like, what the fuck?
After that happens, I'll shout in Goblin, I told you you're fucked.
Sorry, I was trying to kill you. Or you're not dead.
Sorry, that was meant to kill you, not irritate you with
Not
burns.
maim you.
Ah!
Well, I've done everything I think I really can do, apart from shove someone. I don't really want to do that. So.
Well, it's the goblin's turn next. We'll see what goes from here.
The goblin is actually going to hold his action to see what is going to happen. Nathan.
I look at the bugbear chief, and I say, "Do you truly wish to yield?"
He has already dropped his weapons at this point, and he just, as he's sitting there clutching his chest, he just gives a slow nod to you.
I look at him and I say, "I was just starting to respect you," and just like walk away.
Dang.
It's cold.
Combat ends at this point.
Before it ends, can I shoot that Goblin?
You kidding me?
Yes,
We're having a moment here.
Thanks.
Brutal,
you can shoot the goblin one last time.
dishonorable.
I
Oh,
11 and 5. 11 to hit and 5 damage.
The arrow shoots over the goblin, plinking off of the rock, and he just looks to you, and he's just sitting here, and he's just like, "Why?"
I'll just say consider that a threat, and then I'll walk forward to Nate. Like,
yeah, play it off. Play
see
it
what's
off.
going on.
Play it off. You'll look cooler that way.
The
I'll
bugbear,
stand
I totally meant to miss that.
the bugbear chieftain sits down on this rock next to the goblin, and he's just kind of huffing to himself. He's strong.
Before we go any further,
Hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and just drop some. 1 point of healing
On who?
You heal me?
on Craven.
All
No,
right.
not Craven.
Hey.
Not Craven. You're Craven.
Yeah. Ooh,
Imagine
level 8.
taking damage.
Craven.
Wow, okay. You can't cast spells, so you be quiet.
He can do the thing with his mouth though, which it looks like spells.
It does look.
Doesn't
like
count.
This goblin starts attending to the bugbear's wounds.
When the bugbear says strong, I'll say, "You got that right." Now, why were you ambushing us?
He will look over to you, and through stuttered breath, he will go, "Goblins, tired of not respect, looking for assistance, set trials. You pass."
No wonder they don't expect you if your AC is that low.
Bro, I hope we passed. We almost murdered you. Like, Easily.
We didn't pass.
Was not
So
expecting
actually,
such strong warriors.
clearly.
And of these people whose lives you've thrown away,
Just like
I wouldn't exactly call goblins people.
they gave
Yikes.
life for a cause.
Wow. What if we hadn't been strong? What would have happened then?
He kind of looks over all of you. Is like, the weak die. That how goblin work.
I nod in agreement.
I could just kill you right now then.
he has surrendered. It would not be correct to do.
Yeah, it's dishonorable.
So, what do you intend to do now that we have passed this test? You just said the weak die. By that logic, you should be dead.
He will look to you as if contemplating this for a second. And he's just like, Not fighting at full power. Left gear
Right.
at Gabi tribe. This
Ah, wow.
test. Went out expecting death. Did not want to lose Gabi arms.
So, what
I-
happens now?
He will look over all of you and he's just like, recruitment.
You think I'm gonna work for somebody weaker than me?
Work
I
with.
mean, that's
Gotta
typically how it works. They hire you for a skill set they do not have.
How would
You
you
got a
even
point.
recruit
I
us
just want to
anyway?
insult this guy.
Why would you recruit us?
Do you know the king of this land?
Sure.
No,
I should. I think because I live there.
I don't. Definitely not.
Yeah, any of the PCs that would live in the above world would know about him. His name is King Reshbu, by the way. And he
Yeah,
will.
I'll go ahead and take that note.
Mhm.
Oh, by
that's
the
what
way, I'm
happened.
holding the notebook of like discoveries. Like half the
Mhm.
stuff I'm writing in this notebook are not going to be novel discoveries. This might be a very useless notebook to whoever it ends up with.
Oh, that's fine. That's how most researchers are. It's just like you take down notes that you think is interesting that could come up later.
I've written down giant sticks are trees, and hot stuff does different things above here.
I mean, hey, that's discovery
So-
to you. You could bring it back to the Triton culture if you could find a way for it to be waterproof.
Exactly.
Why not go around and loot these dead goblins? Because they clearly have stuff on them.
All right, all that they would have are scimitars on them and like little bits of like goblin versions of armor. But you would be able to loot it to be able to sell back at base. The bugbear would look to you. He's just like, King treat monster bad for long time. Goblies and others tired of king. Looking to get new leader. Need strong.
When you say he doesn't like monsters, does he mean just like non-civilized races, or is he like human-centric? Do you guys know?
Is he like racist king, like humans only, other races bad?
Or is it
Yeah.
just monstrous races, and then it becomes what signifies monstrous races? Because Tritons and Dragonborn are not the most cuddly of creatures, I should say, I guess.
So, above board information that your characters should know at this point is
Or
that
could be informed.
yes, a long time ago, the Yuan-Ti as a race were banished to the center island, which name I'm forgetting. I'll get it to you in a minute. Because they had some treachery and tried to overthrow one of the kings. Their punishment was to be banished forever. The king of this nation is the only one that harbors ill will to them still, and the Yuanti as an entire race are not allowed in certain cities inside of this western region. So it would be very fair to say that he could be talking about either monsters as the like little wanderers of the forest or monster races as well. That would be up to your character and what they believe. Belavos probably would not know this information, though, as he is an underwater dweller and does not know much of the politics
Right.
above land. But everybody else would be
Right.
able to have this knowledge at the back of their mind, that the king does hate Yuanti.
Alright. I kind of had it in my head that maybe, like, my character had been not, I don't want to say, like, discriminated against, but people kind of, like, feared him because of how he looks.
Mm-hmm. It would be a thing that
And-
some people would have.
And feels like he's regarded as a monster, so I can kind of, like, sympathize with this bug.
There is that, but then there is. I suppose it would be a form of treason. At least
I think
for
we should
you.
hear what you have to say.
We did say there is an empty castle.
We would like an empty. We above game. We would like a castle. Our characters, though, are they aware that this castle could be up for grabs?
That
My
is up to
character
your
would
character.
definitely be interested to hear and possibly go forward with this bugbear's proposition.
True.
Yeah.
All we know now is that they
I-
wish to overthrow a monarch, not what means they have.
Mm-hmm.
If we were to lead you guys, could we get you to stop doing the whole bandit thing?
I'm getting the
Like, if
impression
we-
there may not have been a bandit thing. They might have
What do you mean?
made this request for adventurers
I
themselves.
mean, like
Find
in
strong
general,
adventurers.
these guys are like die and all that, so I feel like they might still be doing that. On the side, in the background, not like right now in this particular place or area or time.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty easy
We
job, right?
If we could like get them a better deal with the king, then we could maybe stop that.
from the sound, we do not know all the options for this, but you would have us aid you in this. What's, I suppose it'd be a coup?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He is planning a coup for the castle. And
Okay, so-
anybody that does know anything about goblins would know that goblins see the strongest goblin as the leader.
Are we just gonna take control of a goblin horde? That feels very strange to me.
Oh, can we get an army of goblins?
I
Current-
for
Oh,
one
what?
would be down for this.
For the sake of everything, this bugbear will stay as like a quote-unquote leader just for
But
plot-related
the leader
reasons.
reports to us. But the leader
We would
would
have an
be
army of
working with
goblins.
us.
Yes, but you would be high-ranking members in this kind of like Gabi coup faction.
If I was a
So,
leader, I
Mr.
could get
Bugbear,
lots
what
of
do you have a name?
knowledge.
He will pause for a second, and he will be like, Gabi name would be hard for you. You continue call then is fine.
I'm gonna say to him in Goblin, I'm not as stupid as the rest of them.
Those were
Yikes.
certainly some noises you made.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my character did not understand
Characters,
that,
I'm sure
but
why
I.
he's insulted.
Acceptable.
In Goblin, then he will turn to you and he's just like, Gabi name War Chief Pazuzu, not know what mean.
Zeus.
I don't know.
How do you
I
spell
don't
that?
know.
P-A-Z. Yep. Pazuzu.
Like
Isn't
the
that like
demon
a-
from
yeah,
the
that's a-
one.
Is that a demon in the Goetica?
I think so.
Or
Yeah, it
Goetia, however you
was-
pronounce that?
I don't
Yeah.
think it's from Goetia. I think it's from. It's a demon, but it's not from the Goetia. It's from like some sort of
Mesopotamia.
Ancient Mesopotamia, Pazuzu was a king of the demons of the wind.
Ooh.
Nice.
Also in that
Um,
one movie, The Conjuring, I think.
It's also fun to say. Pazuzu!
It is a fun name.
I need to make a spellcaster character that can only cast a spell after he shouts Pazuzu.
That's your verbal
That sounds like
component
a
whenever
warlock
casting
bargain
spells,
thing.
right?
That sounds like a
yeah,
warlock
so-
stipulation.
Yes.
That'd be a fun
so
thing for Warlock.
Then, what is going to happen should we help you take over the kingdom?
What are your policy updates?
What will
What's your
happen to
tax plan?
Yeah, what is your
Build
10-year
potholes
plan?
All to be equal. Monsters have cities too. That what we after. No more discrimination against monster kind. All welcome in city streets.
Well, I, for one, am down with this. You guys?
I have no clue as to what these politics pertain to, nor what they would mean. So I will follow your best judgment in
You
this
will-
matter.
Not,
He will look over to
I'm
you
not
and he's
playing
just like,
spell.
sea folk also included in deal. Can live above water with no fear.
I'd appreciate it, but water's pretty good, I'd have to say.
He just kind of
Why
nods.
are you?
I think we will accept your offer, then.
He's like, thank you. Do you want to come back to Gabi village? Or what do you want to do?
That's...
I'll go back to the god.
Sure.
Well,
go meet
considering
the
we were
people, but
expecting
like-
some sort of payment, well, we should
Yeah,
see
right,
what there
that.
is to offer at this village.
We also need to figure out what's the next step forward to overthrowing a king. I mean, there's probably going to be a lot of build up before we can just march in and
Oh
We
yeah.
let's go right now. Right
Yes,
now.
kingdoms are notoriously difficult to overthrow.
Let's go this
Yeah.
very second and just walk in and you're like, hey, can you have the crown, please?
And then the man says, "Yes, I am obviously unfit to be a leader. I will relinquish the power that I hold."
Well, you see, you
Dude,
just
those
walk
Gabi-
in, you get a
Gabi, yeah.
critical persuasion roll, and then he just relinquishes the crown. That's how it works in D&D.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
cast friend
campaign's
again.
over. Let's go.
Yeah.
But very well, we will follow you to your village.
All right. I actually do not
But
have
before-
them.
But before we head off,
Ooh.
can I see how many arrows I can get back? I used 5.
Get
Yeah.
half back automatically, and then it's a roll to see how many more. I think I forget.
Okay, so I get 2 back and then I roll survival.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what the
Uh,
DC is or anything like that.
20.
I just remember.
dirty 20. Dirty 20.
I will say with that, you are able to get 4 of the 5 back. You only lose 1.
Sweet.
One did ping off stone and everything.
Yeah.
That's also true. Oh wait, technically I used 6. I forgot to count the last one, but I'll still only get 4 back, don't worry.
All right.
I
Okay.
forgot to minus 1.
I do
will,
not have a what?
Oh, I was just gonna say I'll go start picking up goblin corpses to bring them back to the village, out of respect for the warriors.
The
not be
bugbear Pazuzu will look to you and he's just like, no need. Gabi come from ground. Return to ground is way of Gabi life. We'll come back
I
as
shrug and
stronger
drop it.
goblin. One day.
How about that? But alright.
I'll just shrug and drop them in a pile then and be like, okay, whatever.
All right. I do not have a map of the Goblin Village, so we will just kind of roleplay. You see, whenever you walk into the Goblin Village, a bunch of small little circular huts that have been made out of twigs and leaves. Sticks and leaves, not twigs. They seem to have some
That's
basic ideas of civilization, yet this village does not seem to be built in a way that is made to last, merely a stopping point, just in case they ever get invaded, that they would be able to pack up and go and build anew. At the center of the town, there is a pit fire that is set up. It is currently not lit as it is midday, and they are not ready to prepare their Gabi meals. The chieftain Bugbear takes you over to the biggest of the little crude structures, which appears to be where he resides, and he lets you in. He kind of looks around for a moment.
Thank you for the invitation, and I'll go ahead and start walking in.
It is a little bit jarring for you, as you see a bunch of animal skulls and a lot of bones that make up the majority of the interior of this place. You see some items that you could gather have been taken from adventurers who have not been as fortunate as the lot of you.
Yep.
There's some basic rings, jewelry, stuff like that. Nothing that strikes you as too valuable, but there is a little bit of value in this guy's hut. And he looks over all of you and he's just like, Gabi don't have much. What is required pay?
I want to go for the most magical thing here.
Can I roll a perception or something to see if I notice anything that looks valuable or really out of the ordinary?
Yes, go ahead and make a roll.
Alright, I'm assuming that's perception.
Yeah.
20, dirty 20.
Dirty
Again.
20. Inside here, nothing strikes you as super valuable. There's a couple of like necklaces or something that would be worth a couple of gold each, but nothing grandiose.
Can I surreptitiously like try not to draw attention to it, but I'm going to like cross my arms and keep like my staff in the crook of it and try and have the amethyst near my ear, and as I'm looking over this stuff to try and receive any promptings.
See any promptings?
Yes, I'm assuming my patron may or may not be able to communicate with me, whether through weird.
Yes. Your patron would not communicate with you during the day. You would get small blurbs randomly throughout the night.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then yeah. Not. But as you said, nothing like super valuable among this stuff.
It doesn't. Nothing that strikes you as valuable.
Is there anything that'd be good for like a spellcaster of any kind? Oh, I'll just take like a gem or something.
There would be some gems, mostly like gems that are attached to silver jewelry. You'd find like an amethyst or a topaz or something pretty. But they're more decorative than they look to be functional. But they would still technically work as a spellcasting focus.
I'll take an amethyst or something.
All right, you were able to. The bugbear sees you take an amethyst necklace, and he just kind of nods, being like, acceptable.
New focus.
This is-
Go.
How about we discuss the terms of my reward at a later date?
We
We're
give
not due to take from those who have less.
yes, Gabi's work to get you some kind of repayment for troubles. So you could
That's
stay in
acceptable.
village. You will be safe here with us Gabis. We give food.
I'm gonna look at him and say, for payment, I'll take a duel with you once you're back at full strength. We can settle this for real.
He will let out like a big toothy smile and he says, that sounds like good time. Cannot wait.
Right, so now we're trying to overthrow the government. What do we do now?
So, Pazuzu, where do we begin with this? I'm assuming you have a somewhat of a plan to overthrow this king.
Get
We should have
stronger.
asked. I was about to say we should have asked about his intelligence stat when we were looking at metadata.
Yeah, that would have been.
Because I've got like favored enemy as goblin, and he's like a goblin chief sort of. Can I roll like an insight to see if he's just thinking I need more gobbies and then I walk to castle and take castle, or if he's actually got a plan?
Yeah, you could roll insight on that right before he tells you his plan.
Got a really good score, 24. I'm rolling really well today. What's going on? 24.
That's always a scary thing.
Yeah.
You
then
would
you know
not.
the next time you play, you're gonna roll ones all the day.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Whenever it matters, it's gonna be all ones. You would not think that the Goblin Chief has the greatest plan in mind, but he might have a semblance of something. And he just looks to you and he's just like, "Endless strong, get stronger, make strong army, take castle by force."
This is
Get
a plan
item.
I can get down with.
Get magic
Alright,
items,
so you got-
if possible.
This plan is.
Yeah,
That sounds dangerously close to a monster invasion, just flat out. Those don't typically go well.
Yeah, but what if we win though?
Who would we even recruit
The
anyway?
strong part is.
Well,
Other
I
goblin
have-
tribes, I assume?
I have an idea.
He looks to you.
I was
Very well.
thinking, okay, how about we assist this Pazuzu in taking over some nearby goblin tribes until he is large enough that he is able to do it on his own. And once he has a significant tribe behind him, we venture out on our own without any goblins, and we start gathering our own forces and doing our own work, such as espionage to gather people inside the castle and allies that will assist us when we do take over. And as
There's also the idea that if we were to recruit enough goblin tribes, they could actually form a state which would require diplomatic bargaining, would it not?
That is exactly where I was going. If we can get allies within the castle, and if we can get Pazuzu here a strong enough goblin army, he will be able to become his own nation. It will require a lot of work on our end. As no offense to you, Pazuzu, but I think there's a bit of charisma required, and not just fighting.
You see a bit of drool hang from his lip as he is half paying attention to the words that you just said.
A bit of drool
This
also
might end
comes from my
poorly.
lip as I'm paying attention to the words you said.
Can I, in Goblin, explain to Pazuzu, we are going to help you take over other Goblin tribes. When you are strong, you go and fight wars against other Goblin tribes to become strong, while we go to Human Castle and become strong inside. And when you are strong, we make you castle where you have equal rights.
He will look to you and he's like, "I want end Gabi violence. Why?"
We can make that happen.
It might not come down to fighting. Well, no, he's speaking in Goblin back in when he's
Yeah, I
talking
was
about
speaking
that.
to Goblin, like to explain it to him. So
He
Never
would
mind.
reply in common so that
Interject.
everybody would be able to hear.
Okay. It
But
might not
goblins
come
rule by the
down.
strongest.
I suppose that's true. It might not
If we
need to
show it.
come down to just flat violence each time, though. Surely there are goblins who wish better for themselves, like your goblins do they not?
Is possible.
Why?
This is
stop
going to
it?
sound
Goblins.
crazy. Does anyone know? there's no way any of us have know how to build houses or anything like that, right?
Belava's definitely won it.
I know how to whistle, if that counts.
I think that I have friends that may be able to assist us and the Goblin Nation in that
Infrastructure.
endeavor. If we can help this Pazuzu and his goblins achieve a fighting force large enough to be recognized, we can handle the rest. We just need to get Pazuzu and the goblins recognized. That might require some fighting.
Probably will require fighting.
And we would
Somewhere.
also extend this invitation to the other monstrous races.
Yeah.
Of course, there would need to be a set of... God, this is an undertaking of magnitude greater than it seemed when we first started.
Yeah, how
We
are we going
will
to prevent
change
Now we gotta
Infrastructure.
codify laws and infrastructure and oh god.
I'm just
We will
afraid,
become
I don't know
Is
how
this
you
in
spell
character?
Yes.
that
Nathan continues to drool and tune out. All the talk other than when fighting is mentioned.
I am
Oh,
in pain.
boy.
I think I want to go to bed.
That might be for the best.
Mhm.
Can
I'll
I
see
turn
how
to
much hit points.
Pazuzu and say, can you show me what fighting force you have now?
Yes, I would like to see that as well.
He will remove his hand from his chest, and you see that he's kind of caked in blood at the moment. And he will stand up, and he's just like, not strong enough now, but... And he will slowly make his way back to the butt end of his tent and start to dig. After a little bit of time passes, he is able to uncover a chest where he has a beautifully crafted scimitar and a very fancy looking set of armor. He struggles for a little while as he attempts to get it on through his injuries. After, I'd say, about an hour's time of this kind of pathetic display of everything, everybody is able to receive a short rest in the meantime, by the way, if you need to recover anything. And he stands up with this new set of armor on him. His entire demeanor changes from the bugbear that you've seen before that looked kind of wild to a more regal and formidable entity. The glow in his eyes that used to simulate rage now shows this kind of sad compassion. And as he holds the sword in your direction, his entire demeanor changes. How display.
Can we assemble the force so I can see what we're working with?
Assemble the force.
What goblin
the
fighters he
goblins.
has.
Ah, you want to see his goblin fighters.
Yeah.
Yes. He will hobble his way out of the tent, starting to get a little bit of his strength back after enough time has passed. And he will let out this weird whistle that you don't know exactly how he's able to make. And you see a couple of other goblins who are much larger than the goblins you've seen before. Their skin is this off shade of blue, and they all have this different set of armor on. They also have this sad demeanor about them that shows a little bit more of a serious nature to them. And they kind of stand in this poor formation of attention, almost as if they are trying to mimic a military formation, but they do not know the structure in itself. There's about 7 of them.
Sort of like out of character. My character has a background of like being in a mercenary troop.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I was kind of thinking like downtime I could work on sort of like training
Getting fighting forces up to snuff.
goblins and like helping them learn formations and tactics and even just like helping them get stronger individually.
That's
Yeah.
definitely going to be necessary because goblins as a whole typically aren't the most organized of races, at least
Mhm.
traditionally speaking.
They
I
are
mean,
not.
if we can get the goblins to have like a organized, unified force, even in the small village, they're gonna steamroll over the opposition.
Yeah. Right now, they're just kind of like, this is how we've seen generals and everything act, but we don't know how it actually functions because they've never been allowed to really join the military forces. So this is a hodgepodge thrown together from an outsider's look.
Right. I've also got because I remember mentioning my backstory. I also come from like a militant society from the underwater thing. I don't know how well that translates to above ground stuff, so I want to know how useful or less so my knowledge in this stuff is going to be. Plus, I am not a martial class either.
Oh, it would definitely be worth the knowledge because you would still have the kind of like formation abilities of everything and how the general structure would work. It's like some of the tactics may be a little bit different because now you're stuck to a 2D plane instead of 3-dimensional, but it's like you would still
Right.
have a basic mindset of it. So definitely during
Gotcha.
downtime, you would be able to, the two of you would be able to get
At least
a large
assist him.
military. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
If it
Just
comes
to-
down to it, I think that's worth noting.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Just to give a bit of my character's backstory out, for freebies kinda. I actually to Viking now. I haven't actually worked on any lore for character or elves because I have not been at home. So I'll start working again on that. So I'll probably be contacting you soon about more
Oh.
lore stuff.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, but otherwise, just for everybody else, I wouldn't say everything, but basically, Wilburn is an agent of elven, like a elven faction, which that will make him very. He's an elf that's at a level where they send him out on his own to do shit for them. So he
Gotcha,
will
gotcha.
definitely have skills that can assist. Maybe not so much like Nathan's, where he can train.
Oh
the
God,
actual fighting force.
are you the CIA destabilizing a human kingdom for elvish ends?
Hell yes.
I mean, look, I didn't say anything. You came with up with that on your own, but that is the direction I was taking the faction and my character. Or thinking
Oh
of.
my
I haven't really
God.
spoken to Viking about it. This is all stuff I've come up with over the holiday.
Oh,
That's
shit.
amazing.
So I figured that my character
Oh,
would
but we
see
don't
this
know
as
this.
a
We don't know
chance.
the self.
Yeah,
We're not expecting the elven invasion that's gonna come in as soon as we say it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, so basically my character was probably seeing this as a chance to have like an elven shadow
Shadow
coalition
government.
controlling the goblins and shit like that. But yeah, so I
Holy
can definitely
shit.
like Nathan can find some generals amongst these
Oh,
goblins.
shit.
Wilburn will
yeah.
be able to help them become generals, not just normal fighters.
I kind of want to be a general as well within the goblins, but
Imagine a
God, I might be able to
red
summon-
dragonborn leading a horde of goblins in a formation. That'd be funny.
let's
That'd
not
be
limit ourselves to
horrifying.
goblins here.
I know
We can get other monsters involved as
I
well.
was about to say, like, yeah, imagine we get like the entire all the monster races of this world to
Mhm.
unify behind this Pazuzu, but Pazuzu
This is
does
starting to
nothing
sound
except
like a
stand
lie.
there.
This is starting to sound like what?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, but it's awesome as hell. Who wouldn't want to be in this position, starting their own kingdom? Dude, remember
Oh,
that game
right.
that came out, Pathfinder Kingmaker?
I feel like I've heard
Yes.
It's like that, except a level of customization that I love.
Honestly, yeah,
Like-
I that's funny.
I'm so down for this. To be clear, it's just I think my character is not exactly understanding the scope of what might have to go into actually building a stable government.
it.
Your
Yeah,
character's gonna be like, guys, what's going on?
which kind of makes it a little bit more fun, though.
Oh, 100%. I love it.
It's like, day 437. I still have no clue what's going on, but I think we just overthrew an entire nation.
They said that a king fell. I don't know what that is. They call me the Vice
Apparently,
Count now.
I am. I was about to say the same joke. Apparently, I'm Minister of Finance. I don't know what finance is.
I think I might become the Pope. I think I might become the Pope of my new religion. Like, to be clear, you guys know, like, above board, I'm a celestial warlock.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
I might become a Pope.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
You
We
see,
got
with
a Pope, a Minister of Finance, a general.
Introduce
and-
religion to the goblins. Make them
I'm
a
not gonna lie,
fanatical
that was, like,
religious
one of the-
fighting force.
So
I
above
have-
board.
Above
Go on
board.
first. Go on first.
That was like kind of part of the thing, because I'm a celestial warlock of a celestial that wants to become a god.
Mhm.
So we have an elven pantheon trying to become a shadow government. We have a celestial sending out his missionaries to make religious fighting force. And we have Nathan who wants to become a general of a goblin horde. What
Yeah.
does Cranen want? This is beginning to freak me out.
Well, I like helping people. This whole thing is very new, and Creighton really loves new things. So it's like, oh yeah, overthrow government. Why not? He figures that if I'm king, if I'm in charge, I'll probably have lots of
Be able
resources
to
to
talk
figure
to-
out.
What's going on with you? Yeah.
Yeah, that. Lots of motivations. Yeah.
I've got a feeling there's going to be a lot of back and forth between this group and Resident Viking over the
Oh,
course
yeah.
of the next few days.
I hope I get a lot of back and forth. This group can be talking a lot in the Discord too. But a little bit of above board information regarding Belavo's patron. Based off of the little bit of dialogue that we have been doing in the DMs, the entire phase 1 of this campaign is about the patron right now, kind of wanting to like get hold of Stol. So it's just like, yeah,
Holy
you
shit.
could become very high up. A lot of the other campaigns are dealing with a cult that is trying to fulfill the same goal as you are.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So
Same goal that
what
you're
you're
trying-
saying
you're
is,
trying to-
Let's go.
what I'm hearing is, if we get this goblin horde big enough, the next campaign another group does might be to investigate this goblin horde that's worshipping a celestial
Mm-hmm.
and somehow
Oh,
marching around in units with armor with the red dragonborn at their front.
All I'm gonna say is, once a cult gets big enough, it's a religion.
Yep.
100%. 100%.
Has
So-
anybody either watched or read June?
No.
Yes.
I watched Dune, yeah.
Okay, so
don't
I think if you've read it, it'll be a bit more obvious, but this sounds like we're just
Oh.
becoming the Fremen.
We're Muad'Dib. And
Oh, yeah,
they're
those guys.
Yeah,
Oh, water people.
the goblins are now the Fremen.
I don't know what that means.
We
but it
gotta
sounds-
get them there.
This is
Oh
gonna be
god,
fun to
if we
see how
just
it
end
works.
up. Yep. All right, sounds good.
Mhm.
It's nearing 8. We can probably like call it here, unless you have like something you want to do overnight. As you mentioned before, my patron can give me blurbs at night.
I
I'm
might send
definitely
you
gonna be trying to communicate with them tonight.
if I can think of something really cool. I'll probably send it to the DMs, then you can share it next week. But at the current moment, I don't want to start giving out too much information to the character itself. But I'm gonna
Gotcha,
try to
gotcha.
give you some DM information.
Sounds good. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Alright.
yeah, and in downtime, Wilburn will probably now just go and try and assess the situation within this goblin village, and then
Alright.
go talk to Nathan about electing a couple captains under, So I'll probably be DMing Nathan about that, like Jebba.
All right.
Mhm. Well, I'm probably
Well.
gonna try and find out exactly to recruit. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, that will conclude
Okay,
today's session. Thank you, everyone, for playing.
Pretty
Yeah,
great
it's good.
session.
Mhm.
Fucking sick session.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, guys.